So in this lesson, we brought all of our ideas together to create the beginning of the scene. The first part of this was we had to create the image that the audience wanted to see at the start. So we included characters like the maid and Jericho right at the start of the play, and we also talked about how the maid was going to do most of the facilitation at the start, so the audience can like gain knowledge of her experiences and like her story behind, if you know what I mean. And so basically, the beginning of the play is where we visit like Jericho's studio. So the whole of this play, we decided, I think, we were going to stay in Jericho's studio. However, we're going to portray the raft and the stories on the raft in Jericho Studio, so we'll never leave that stage. So we don't have to like change the stage around or change clothing or stuff like that. However, we're gonna do stories and basically create the stories um, of the raft survivors in on his studio. And basically, I think it was Nevin who really devised it, and he focused on the characterization of Jericho and like his, it's kind of hard to say, like his like kind of wanting to know about how the story, what was the story behind the Wrath of the Magician, how it came to everybody, how it came to people dying, and how it came to uh, people eating each other and stuff like that. So he's basically Jericho is he doesn't really care about what they did and he doesn't care about the feelings. He just cares about the story and what he's going to paint, and he wants to know the information about what they know. So that's what he's basically charactered, but well portrayed in the whole of this performance that we're doing, and that's what we agreed on to portray him as. And basically, the first idea was that the two survivors were gonna come on later and come on later at the same time to talk about. But however, we're gonna make him as one was on the raft and one was not on the raft. But yeah, and we're gonna put them on instantly and have this little conversation and disagreement and arguing and stuff if the about who was on the raft and who wasn't, and the story behind how they got on the raft or how they got on the lifeboat and stuff like that. And that's what we got up to in this lesson, really. So hopefully next lesson we can properly get our lines in and devise it like properly, so we can so it's smooth and we can work on a different scene. So